Welcome everybody, you guys are watching the Eldredge Fam. Today is kind of part 2 of our entryway steps, entryway path, whatever you want to call it. We poured these concrete steps a couple of days ago. Let me run through the process if you guys missed that video real quick. Started out by digging out and leveling out the area where the pad was going to go. We then built the 2x4 forms, anchored them in with stakes, and then poured the concrete. And as you can see, it's been probably 4 days, I think, since we did this. They're hard. They're ready to get the forms taken off of them, which is what we're going to do right now. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to look good. Nothing's going to crumble or fall apart when we take these off. Maverick, what do you think of these new steps? I like it. You do? Mm-hmm. What are they going to do?
We're going to walk on them.
We're going to walk on them? So that we don't get muddy when we go into the house? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea.
There's already mud on it.
Yeah, I got to get some more rock for right there. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yep, I think so. Here, can you pick up all the screws?
Yeah.
Well, we got to put the screws back in the box over there. There we go. They're dirty, y'all can see that, but look at this. They look so good. You gonna clean them off for me? Thanks, Maverick. We all use the internet, social media, we buy stuff online, which means our information is able to easily get out into the web, into the hands of people that we don't want it to be in. That's where DeleteMe comes in to not only protect our own personal privacy, but also our family. They now offer a family plan where you can quickly and easily add family members to your DeleteMe plan to help remove their information as well, keeping not only ourselves safe, but also our family. DeleteMe is super easy to use. All you have to do is input your information that they will then go through and search the web for that information. So if I put in my name, my address, my email, then they do the rest. Hit enter. Just like that, I'm gone in the universe. Okay, I'm still here. But that's as easy as it is to get started on removing your information from the data brokers that are selling your personal information. If you want to take matters into your own hands, sign up for DeleteMe, use the code down in the description below to get 20% off of your plan here in the US, and take control of not only yours, but your family's lives online. Thanks to DeleteMe for sponsoring today's video. Marcy just got home. What do you think, Mars?
I really like it.
So y'all didn't see, but I did add some, I went and grabbed a little bit of gravel.
I know.
Put some gravel down right here.
So nice.
It needed it bad.
It's been so muddy and it's been too big of a step that like I've had to walk on the grass still because I couldn't reach my legs over.
Yeah, so I do wish we had done them a little bit closer. 5 inches apart, but whatever, it works. better than walking in the mud.
Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah, but even 5 inches, like, we would have ended up with weird spacing.
Yeah.
So, what
Yeah,
we
that's
could do
true. The spacing
is we
worked out.
could pour this one just a little bit closer. Like when we redo. Did you tell them we're redoing this?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be redoing this right here as well.
So we could just make this space a little bit less.
Well, I think you keep it uniform. It's got to be 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 all the way down. Can't change it, Mars. It's too late.
At the very end, it doesn't really matter. It's just so funny because in the morning when we eat breakfast, we start breakfast and the sun is on the kitchen table. And then as like breakfast ends, the sun like goes away, which is nice, but it's like, can we eat 20 minutes later?
Yeah. Hey, Paxton, how'd you do going to the store?
See, I did good in the store, but I cried on the way home.
Oh, you crying boy. You must be getting so many of your big teeth, huh?
I think he just wants attention and to be constantly played with.
So we've been doing some work in our gigantic greenhouse. Let me bring you guys up to speed if you're new here. We built a 60-foot by 30-foot long greenhouse, and we've been spending the last couple of months getting it built, put together, and functional. It's taken a lot longer than I thought just because we've had so many other projects going on. And with it being summer, spring, summer right now, I mean, it's like 90 degrees every day right now. We don't really need the greenhouse functionality-wise as we would in the fall or in the early spring. So we've got our normal garden going right now that's doing absolutely fantastic. But we did plant some stuff in here that Maverick wanted to show you guys, as well as we'll kind of show you the process of what we've done. Welcome, y'all, to the greenhouse. It is a pile of stuff right now, but we're fixing to fix that, right? We're going to start getting this thing laid out, getting it put together so that we can actually plant in it because we're getting a little bit behind. I think no matter what, we're going to try and plant some plants today so that we have stuff growing and then we can transplant it here in a little bit. This is going to be our area for our equipment. This side is where we're going to do most of our planting and our growing, as well as over here. Right here is where it gets shaded a lot, so that's why we're putting the equipment there and not the plants as much. It's pretty much full sun all over in here, but that spot does get a little bit more shade. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to start, and we'll see how we end up. Harvey's trying to get in the Jeep. Good job, Harv. You did it. Woohoo! Good job, Harvey. Fire it up. Alright, so I put a sprinkler in there. You probably can't tell, but it's watering basically the whole greenhouse. Well, from about where Maverick's standing to the IBC totes back there. That section of ground is rock solid. It hasn't had rain or water on it for months. And so in order to till it, there's a lot of clay in there. So in order to till it, I need to get it wet so that it will then soften so I can till the clay and level out the ground. Look at Goose chasing those chickens. Oh, the water's coming all the way to here. That's good. That's perfect. Water the whole greenhouse at once. So basically, it's going to break down the clay so I can go in there, till it, use a shovel, and finish leveling off everything, and we can put our planters up. Woo, that's so muddy. Oh, that's a butterfly. Look at this butterfly on me. You see it? Look, it's on my arm. Right here. I thought it was a bee, but it was a butterfly. What do you think of that?
I like it.
Is that pretty cool or what?
Yeah. It's a nice one.
Yeah. Put your finger out. Oh.
Fun.
Whoa, it flew away. Look at it. That was so cool.
Yeah.
It totally landed on me. Scared the heck out of me, but it was just a butterfly, so I didn't have to be scared. Wow, it's 1,000 degrees in here, isn't it? Oh, look, here it is. Oh, there it goes. Why is there so many butterflies in here? I don't know. So my goal in here is to get this side all cleaned up and ready for plants. We're going to plant along this purlin right here so that we can grow our tomatoes and cucumbers up posts up to the ceiling here. We did get this area pretty much taken care of over here yesterday. This is where the lawnmower and stuff is going to get parked over here. We do have a big hole in the top right here. That's why the ground is so soaking wet right here. So not great, but the jalapenos and everything in here are loving it. These plants are growing really good, so that's exciting. We just got to get a whole bunch more of them. Okay, Maverick, are you ready to show them?
Yeah, okay, this is watermelon.
Those are some watermelons?
Yeah.
Do you know who gave you those watermelons?
What?
Jack. From Grow Jack. What do you say?
Thank you, Go Jack.
There you go. And so we did plant some stuff. We've got a bunch of seedlings started in those pots right there. Tomatoes, squash, zucchini, a bunch of that stuff. These 5 big pots, or 6? 6. These 6 are all cucumber plants. We've got some jalapeno back there. That's some Thai basil. What did we plant in this one? Oh, these are dill for pickles, making pickles. So yeah, we planted some stuff in here. We're going to kind of see how it goes. We are going to stagger our planting a little bit in the greenhouse because we want some stuff to grow in the winter. So actually come like the dead middle of summer, we will start planting some actual tomatoes and cucumbers for that second round, which is going to be our fall/winter crop. So y'all stay tuned for that. We are making some major progress on the greenhouse. I'm excited with it, and that we're actually getting it put together to make it look like a greenhouse. It looks so much better than it did even yesterday. So I spent a couple hours out here yesterday working on it, as you guys saw, and it's coming along. So it's a little bit here, a little bit there every single day. That's what we do on this channel, projects. And we've got an entire property that we're building. So it's every day is a new day, working on a little bit here, a little bit there of each different project. I believe in the last video, I showed you guys a pond update. Well, it's been about a week or 2 since I actually filmed that portion of that video. And the pond level has gone down about 1 foot, which is fairly unfortunate, but I'm thinking, I have a theory about why it did, and I hope it's right. Also, the water's clearing up quite a bit. Check this out. Look at it, it's not brown anymore. It's kind of a greenish, just pond-looking water. And the visibility is probably about 6 inches, which is way better than it was before. But you can see the water level has dropped down, and where it dropped down to was actually the old dam height. So I think we do have a leak, and I think it's on the dam. But I think it's where the old dam, I didn't excavate it. I couldn't excavate it far enough back because the ground was so saturated and so wet. So the dam didn't get built, I guess. The top part of the dam, about where the water level is, this top section right here, actually, I think it's just about a strip because it's straight clay on top. So I think there's a strip about that big across the dam from about right there to right here that I did not get the dirt packed in, the clay packed in good enough, which has then caused the water to go down to that level and kind of stay there. So it kind of seems like it's hanging out about this level, which is okay. It's obviously it's shallower than we wanted, but for the ducks and for putting some fish in here, I think we're going to be okay. If we need to, we'll end up getting the hose, you know, and filling it up a little bit. There are a ton of tadpoles in here. Marcy showed you those in the last video. Spillway's still holding up. But I think that is where our issue is, which is kind of a bummer. But I'm already thinking about making this bigger. If you guys watched the pond build videos, you know I was originally going to build the pond over here and make the pond go all the way around. Well, it was too soft in the spring. With all of the spring rains we had, I actually couldn't do that. Oh, that rock looked cool, but it's nothing. I couldn't actually do that because the ground was so soft it turned into quicksand. So in this fall, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to rent a skid steer again, and I'm going to come in and take off the whole top or the back section of the dam. We're going to move it back. We're going to push it down into the trees over there, possibly even back here a little bit, and we're going to fix the leak. I know it's not on that side because it's all clay on that side, and I put clay in the bottom. There were only 2 places where I dug below the clay layer, and I filled them in really good. It's actually the 2 deep spots over there you guys know about. That root ball is actually right on one. So if this pond actually drained down and drained all the way, then I know that would be the issue. But where it's kind of stabilized at this depth, I'm just thinking it's the dam. The dam is leaking a little bit. Now there's a chance that it seals up over time because I did put a bunch of clay there and et cetera, et cetera. But if it just stays at this level, that's all right for right now. We actually made some progress. Even though it's not perfect, it's a work in progress. So right here, the deepest spot is probably about 5 feet deep. The water's probably about 5 feet deep. The average depth, I would say, is 3.5 to 4 feet across, you know, like all of this area, kind of along the backside and then around, is around that 3 to 4 foot deep. I wanted it to be about 6. I just don't think we're going to get to that point with the way that it is currently. I think we're about ready to put some fish in here. I'm feeling fairly confident in the fact that it's held water up to this point. So I think Maverick and I were going to build some minnow traps. I've got some old really small wire fencing. I've seen some videos of people, I mean, you can go buy them, but they're like 50 to 100 bucks. I was like, we got some material, let's just make one. So Maverick and I are going to be building some minnow traps in a coming video here, going down, trapping some minnows out of our other pond, and then we're going to be bringing them and stocking them in here. As you guys have seen, I don't know if you all can really, oh yeah, there you go, you can see it. Look at the amount of tadpoles. The whole bank is just covered like this in tadpoles. So we have got a lot of tadpoles in here, which bass love. So we're gonna go catch a bunch of like little bluegill, sunfish, you know, some small stuff like this. And then we're also going to catch maybe 2 or 3 big bass, as big as we can catch, which I'm not the greatest fisherman, so we'll see how that goes. And we'll throw those in here as well, which will then help to keep down the frog population a little bit. And we'll just start a little micro ecosystem here for the twins and Maverick to be able to come and fish, hopefully. And then we've obviously got to get Emerald Island built and a bridge and a dock. So we're kind of, I am still thinking about it, still working over the ideas in my head of what we're going to do, how we're going to build it, now that we kind of know where the water level is at. If you guys remember, all of our mama ducks are sitting on nests, and we're going to go check right now and see how they're doing. We are within a week of having baby ducks, at least for 2 of the hatches. One of the hatches is like 3 weeks behind, so I know she's not anywhere close. But we're keeping a close eye on these ducks because they're actually in with the other animals, with the waffles and the goats. And so I got to be able to get the babies out and protect them before they get stepped on or something by these other animals. So we'll go in there. Ooh, that fence is on. I better not get... Be careful where I touch or it'll zap me. How are you guys all doing? Hi. Hi, Waffles. Hi, Callie. Hi, Coda. Hi, Stormy. Hi, Troop. Hi, Georgia. Hi, Carolina. I'm just coming to check on the other babies. So this is Mama Duck. And let's see if any of those ducks are hatching. So I do see one egg that's cracked. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus in on it. Oh, right behind her head, there's that one cracked. But it looks like she may have stepped on it and cracked. Hey, be nice. She may have stepped on it and cracked it rather than it actually hatching. But is that one? Oh, y'all can't really. Oh, yeah. I can hear the babies. Yeah, I can hear the babies. Oh my gosh, they're gonna hatch soon. That one's starting to pip. Y'all really can't see it very good. Hey, Yeah, she's getting mean because she knows those babies are hatching. So that little mark right there in the center of the screen, that's the baby starting to hatch. Man, that's amazing. Okay, so these are going to hatch today and tomorrow. Maybe over the next 2 or 3 days. So the babies and mom are in here. She can get out of this. I don't know if the babies would be able to, which is okay. The babies can easily go 24 hours without any food. So what we'll do is we'll probably let the mom hatch them out in here. And then we will, once they all hatch, we'll take the mom and the babies and go move them over to Emerald's Island, where I will set up a temporary structure for them while we build the big island and to get them out of this pen. That's so exciting though. I could literally hear I don't know if you guys can hear it on the video, but you can hear the babies inside the eggs actually quacking. I'm excited. Baby ducks are my absolute favorite. Y'all are gonna have some new friends in here. Yes, you are. I'll dump this out. That's just catching rainwater. They've got their actual water down over there. They've done a really good job, though, of clearing this place out. You know, they eat everything that's like 4 feet up in the tree and lower. So it makes it really nice using them to clear some land. I think next we'll probably move them down on the further back section of the property and just have them clear out the underbrush, like all of these trees right here. Help have them eat down the bottom of the bushes. Marcy's got some flowers out here. I got my tools to clean up. But I think these turned out great. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is done for what we're doing right now. Once I get the curbing, we are going to do curbing around here. This is actually going to be like flower bed. And then there'll be 8 inches of gravel, and then the curb, and then the flower bed, if that makes sense. I'll put a picture here of what we're kind of thinking of what we want it to look like when it's all said and done. But for right now, this is perfect. It's going to get us to the point of not having to worry about getting mud in the house. At least we hope. It's going to be a whole lot better than walking on the grass and the mud like we have been doing. So in the next video, hopefully we're going to be going and catching some fish. Maverick and I are going to be building some DIY minnow traps. We're going to go down there. We're going to try and hook into something, bring them up, start stocking the pond. We do have some more rain this week, so that'll help. Any water helps, right? And we'll keep you guys updated on the baby ducks hatching. I think they're probably going to hatch tonight. They tend to like to hatch at night from what I've seen. So I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow morning we go out there and we have a bunch of baby ducks. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. If you aren't already, go down and hit the subscribe button. I'll see y'all on the next video.